Welcome to Mama Cat's Home. Today I'm sharing how I dehydrate onions. The first thing you want to do is find a comfy chair because this is going to take a while to fill up 5 of my trays. I use 3 pounds of onions, and also you might want to grab some goggles because it's going to make you cry. I don't know for sure if goggles would help. I didn't use anything. I just cried. Had a lot of tears happening. It was clearing up my sinuses, you know. So the second thing you want to do is make sure you're using a sharp knife and have like a cutting board or a cutting mat, something that you can use and something you're comfortable with. Then you're going to cut both of the ends off, the top and bottom, then slice your onion in half, take off all the outside, any bad spots or anything like that, and then I'm just gonna fill up all of the trays that I can. And as I fill them, I'm putting them into my dehydrating machine so that I will know, okay, I need less or I need more or I need to space it this place or that place, because I like to try to make sure that everything is in the dehydrator evenly. And that onion was not cut evenly, but that's okay. The instructions were to put the dehydrating machine on 125 Fahrenheit, and it should take 3 to 9 hours to dehydrate. But that's just if I had made the onion slices smaller. I didn't want mine to be really small because of what I want to use them for later. I want to be able to put them in soups or some kind of other dish where that I can use them. In short, I wanted them to be able to be used in different types of dishes, and if they're too small, there's some things you can't use them in. Something else you can do once you have your onions dehydrated is you can just kind of break them up a little bit and make onion flakes or onion pieces, whatever you want to call it, and just have like some like what you would buy at your grocery store in the spice section. It's just little onion flakes. You can also use a mortar and pestle, maybe like a coffee grinder or something like that, to go ahead and make them into onion powder as well. It's just according to what you want to do. I did not want to do either of those things because I wanted to have the option to be able to do whatever I wanted whenever the time came for me to use it. So I just left them whole, but you'll see that in a moment. Putting things on the dehydrating trays for me is kind of like a puzzle, and with these being like moon shaped, it was definitely different. You can fit a lot more than you think on one of these trays, but you have to figure out how it will work for you. And I wanted to put as much as I possibly could on each tray and them not touch. You have to make sure that they're not touching. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you a little bit of how I had it all set up. I did have a huge mess there. It wasn't so bad though. But I had 5 trays in here, and I put them, like I said, evenly distributed. And I turned it on 125 Fahrenheit, 52 Celsius. Now, I do have an Excalibur. I don't know if the other types, I think there's like Presto, and there's another brand I cannot think of. I don't know if they would be different, but you just have to look at the instructions on your machine. This is when I had them all done. I didn't show you any of the way they look in between or in the middle of the process or anything like that because honestly I forgot to record it. But your house will smell delicious. You will want to eat constantly if you like onions. So, which my daughter didn't love the smell of the place, but it was okay for the rest of us. Anyway, this is me taking out all of 5 of the trays, and I'm going to show you how much 3 pounds of onions what it turns into once it is dehydrated. This is me trying to show you that they were crispy and how that they break. It didn't do so good. I probably should have left the sound in, but I've already deleted it. That one was not quite like it should be. So I think it was like the outer edge. It was more like leathery, so I didn't keep it. At this point, I could have pushed them down some to make more fit, but I didn't really want to do that. I also, with this one, I could have vacuumed, or with either one of my jars, I could have vacuum sealed them, but I didn't do that. I may go back and do the larger jar, but I didn't do it with these, and you're going to see that 3 trays, well, 3.5 trays filled up the quart, and then the quart, and then I got the rest into the pint. I did kind of smush them down just a tiny bit, but that's how much 3 pounds of onions ends up being. 1 quart and a pint, at least for me. Now, if I would have turned them into onion flakes or onion powder, there would have been a lot less there, because I would have been, smaller, because you crush it up or you crunch it up or whatever. But that is how they ended up, and I can throw them in any kind of soup or whatever that I choose. That's all I have for today. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you like my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. Also, leave me a comment down below. Have you ever tried dehydrating onions, or anything else for that matter? And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.